What's up, guys? Welcome to my EDC draft analysis. I'm doing this currently at 11:48 p.m. and draft analysis were due today, and I'm recording it right now, and it's probably not gonna be finished till tomorrow. So, me procrastinating till the very last second. But yeah, we have joined EDC, the Ignite division, and I've also added my little icon, my little mascot, the sheep with the sombrero in the top left. And so yeah, hopefully maybe be part of my videos. We'll see. Yeah. So we'll just jump right into it. So this league its format is called Reduced Standard. And reduced standard means that we can't draft Great Tusk, Iron Valiant, or Dragapult. And any of the higher tier mons like Sclerotic or Ninja, all that stuff. With the highest mons being, we can currently draft our Samurai Hisuian, Zapdos, and two others I forgot. But those are just the two I remembered. And with this, we got the draft order. I was hoping for maybe something in the beginning, and I haven't got a beginning draft order in forever. Last time I got it was probably back last year for a Sword and Shield doubles league, which I didn't even really participate in. I kind of dropped out of because I had school and stuff to do. And yeah, I got no, it's not Sword and Shield, it's the Little Cup. Yeah, Little Cup doubles. That was even a long time ago, even more long time ago. But yeah, I have not been really first or in the beginning in forever, and I was hoping for something in the beginning, and yet we got 13th or 11th, I believe, 13th or 11th. And so with that, all the good reduced standard top tier Pokemon got taken: Samurai Hisuian, Zapdos. Yeah. But right before me, Terra Blastoise got taken, which I did not think a tier 1 Pokemon would be, but people have their Pokemon they like to use. And so I was looking at the draft board, and I'm like, what should I get? Because I honestly had no idea what should I get. I was going into this maybe drafting maybe Iron Hands or something like that, or even a good Terra Captain. And I decided to go for the latter, and I decided to go for a good Terra Captain. And so we drafted Terra Hisuian Arcanine. And people say this thing's busted, and I believe so. And with Rockhead, Flare Blitz, or Rockhead, Head Smash, even Terra into those two different typings, Fire or Rock, it's doing massive damage even to Pokemon that are not very effective to it. And let's say I go against a Suicune against Terra Electric and Terra Blast it, and I'm still doing some huge damage to it because 115 is a little bit on the lower side, but it is very respectable, and we do have some great bulk too. 95 HP, 80s defense in both defenses. Great. I love Pokemon that can be very offensive and very defensive. With Intimidate, this thing with Terra, and we got Recover with Morning Sun. It's I feel like it's gonna be one of my favorite Pokemon to use. I have not used Hisuian Arcanine yet, but with Terra, I feel like it's gonna be so fun to use with great bulk, and it can be very offensive. And so it'll be really fun. And so for my next Pokemon, I decided to get something that will complement Arcanine Hisui defensively. I was looking at Latias for maybe some wish support, but it did not get any what's the word called? U-turn and stuff like that. It didn't get flip turn, U-turn, anything like that. And I really want to pivot. Oh, that's what pivoting. I really wanted pivoting moves on my team because Arcanine Hisui does not have any pivoting moves. So I'm like, what's a good defensive Pokemon that's very well synergizes with Arcanine Hisui? So I got myself Corviknight. Corviknight gets Defog, Roost, and Screens. I'm even thinking about bringing some screen sets. It's just a great defensive Pokemon with 90 HP and 105 defense and 85 special defense. Great defensive Pokemon. Pairs well with Arcanine Sui, which I'm weak to ground types, but this I'm immune to ground types. And yeah, this thing is weak to fire. I can switch to Arcanine Sui with Flash Fire. It's very synergized really well with each other. And I just started off with great bulk with Corviknight and a Defogger already is great. I'm not a big Defog guy. I'm more of a rapid spin kind of person. I feel like it's just more better, but the Defog's gonna work. I feel like I've never used Defog in a game before. I'm pretty sure, but hopefully I am gonna start running at this league. All right. Next we have Sandy Shocks. So I originally was going to get Clodsire as another defensive Pokemon for my team. Because Clodsire gets Water Absorb, good fighting type check for Arcanine Sui, and it got sniped right before me. Literally the person before me drafted it. And they drafted it with Terra. Not what I expected to do, but that shocked everybody for sure. Terra Clodsire is kind of crazy. Not crazy good, but crazy like, what the fuck is this guy thinking? But yeah, Terra Clodsire. I'm like, shit, my ground type got taken. And I'm looking at the ground types, and none of them really speak to me as defensively. It was Gastrodon, Swampert, and I'm like, I wanted a good ground type. And open Pokemon was Sandy Shocks. Gives me some speed, good special attack. I need a special attacker, and it has all the hazards I need. And I love hazards. I've started recently using Spikes, and Spikes has carried me in many games. Same with Stealth Rock. So yeah, I'm excited to use Sandy Shocks. It is not Terra, sadly. I've decided to Terra a different mon on my team, but that will be coming up soon. And with this, 101 speed is great. I wanted something a little bit faster, so my next Pokemon I grabbed was Ogerpon. Ogerpon I've loved using. I've only used Ogerpon Wellspring so far, but just using a tank set with Synthesis and Encore is so much fun, because this thing, it's bulky with great HP and great special defense. It also hits really hard and it's fast, and it gets Encore and Synthesis. Like, it's one of my favorite Pokemon to use. And now if it's base Ogerpon, I don't gotta lock myself into Wellspring Mask. I can use any item I want. And so this would be a great check for Pokemon that need to set up, that's slower, and I can just Encore it into them, and I can just synth it off, honestly. So I'm very excited about Ogerpon. And for my next Pokemon, it came back to me, and I want to finish my Fire, Water, Grass Court with Arcanine and Ogerpon. So, and I did get sniped right before, and I was thinking I need a bulky special defense Pokemon. I do have great special defense Pokemon on my last two picks, but not my last two, Ogerpon and Corviknight, but I need another Pokemon, and Florges got sniped four picks before me. And so to complete my Fire, Water, Grass Core, I grabbed Vaporeon, and I had decided to Terra it, because I found out that Terra Vaporeon is a beast with 130 HP, 60 defense, and 95 special defense. This thing's a tank. It does not get reliable recovery with cover or anything like that. But it does get Wish, and we can Wish pass to many things that can't recover, even though most of my team can recover. Spoilers. But yeah, just great Pokemon. It can, with Water Absorb, we can just basically block out any moves from a water type Pokemon, like for Quaquaval, for example. A fairy Terrasilize Vaporeon just fully just walls it. Nothing it can do against it too. And a Fairy Terra Blast can just, I'm guessing, get 2-hit with 110 special attack. That's nothing to scoff at it either. That's really good. And so for my next Pokemon, I needed some, I don't know how to explain it, but I just need a good Pokemon that I know that are going to do massive damage. So I grabbed Komo next. I need a dragon type. I needed a fighting type. I love spamming close combat into people. It does not get any pivoting moves and sadly no U-turn. That'd be really good. But just choice scarf sets, Clanger Souls is really good too. I do have to be wary about Mirror Herb. But yeah, just look at those stats. That's all I gotta say. Just look at the stats. It speaks for themselves. Great attack, great defense, great special attack, great special defense, and mediocre. I mean, it's not mediocre. It's okay speed. Where I'm speeding out most things that are lower, and the HP is respectable. And so, I got this, and I was like just thinking, I was like, okay, I got this great, just good Pokemon, deals massive damage. And Arcanine is also does massive damage, but I needed like one more Pokemon, and I needed something for the special side that just deals massive damage. And I'm surprised this thing was still open, but we got Hoopa Unbound. Just like look at the stats, 170 special attack. Like this thing is the special attack wall breaker. 80 speed is and it can't Terra, so some people say Hoopa Unbound without Terra is trash. Which I haven't used Hoopa Unbound yet, but same, just like 160 attack too. Knockoffs are gonna do massive damage. The only bad thing about Hoopa Unbound is the defense and speed, where defense, a U-turn is gonna obliterate me from like any Pokemon. Any U-turn just gonna obliterate me. And the speed is Pokemon are gonna outspeed this Pokemon a lot. But I'm thinking choice scarf sets, bandit sets, knockoff. They don't have any dark resist, just bandit knockoff just destroys everything. Or even specs even. But yeah. So we have that. And I needed a ghost type. And so there's not a lot of ghost types left. And there wasn't a lot of fairy types left either. It was literally this, Mimikyu, Klefki, or Grimmsnarl. And I needed a ghost type. And I was like, okay, Mimikyu can be great for phasing with red card. Can be an okay attack where Sword Stance Life Orb. Be like instantly get a sword up. And 96 speed's alright. I mean, it's close to 100. And the special defense set 105, it can tank some hits. But yeah, I just needed a ghost type and fairy type. And Mimikyu I had not used before. People say it's trash and everything, but it's a ghost type fairy type. I feel like it's gonna put in work anywhere it be. And red card, I've been using red card a lot lately, and it has been really fun to phase out a lot of broken Pokemon. And so our next Pokemon we drafted was Quillfish. I just wanted a Pokemon really just to like deal with fighting types, because my whole team does not deal with fighting types well at all. And there's not a lot of poison types left. I do have 3 points extra, so I could have Toxapex right now. Toxapex is open to grab, but I'm not fucking like dumb. I'm not dumb. I'm not like, it's a good word for it. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not that type of person to get Toxapex, because Toxapex is known to be a hated Pokemon, and I'm not that type of guy used to hate Pokemon. And I have used Quillfish before, and Spikes, Flip Turn, like, it's really good. Intimidate, it's also really good. I've been loving using Quillfish. It's a great Pokemon. And with just Spikes, and so far I have tons of Spike users and tons of Dark users. And I decided I needed a normal type, just a normal type, and I decided to get Chinchino. It gets me 115 speed. It's gonna be my fastest Pokemon team, and it's just gonna make sure people bring either Boots or Rocky Helmet into me. Those are like the two items they have to bring into me. If they do Boots, they're just gonna. If they do Rocky Helmet, then they're gonna get chipped down with all my rocks and spikes. If they are Boots, and then I feel like Chinchino can just tail slap people to oblivion. It's not really Mousehold level, but Chinchino can still get stuff done, and it gets Encore. I've been loving using Encore, and just getting maybe switching on a Ghost type, they set up with Calm Mind and just Encore them, because 115 speed is very fast. It's gonna be really nice. And I can make this an Ursaring. I might do that. People are saying I should 100% do that, change it to an Ursaring. But like I need the speed. If I don't have this, my fastest Pokemon's Ogerpon, and like I said, I'm gonna be using Ogerpon as more defensive. So I just need a fast Pokemon. So I went with Transino and Tail Slap, Technician, whatever. It's gonna be really good. For my last Pokemon, I grabbed Vikavolt. Just gets me webs, great special attack. It's okay bulk actually, 77 HP and 90 defense. That's alright physical defense, honestly. That can actually like wall some Pokemon. Like Conkeldurr, for example. Terra Conkeldurr, if they are Terra Electric for Corviknight, then Vikavolt just walls them. There's nothing really you can do. If Terra Fire, then Goldfish just walls you. But yeah, Vikavolt, AV sets go crazy, Focus Sash sets go crazy, Spec sets even, just it's a great Pokemon. And with the thing I said above, now people gotta worry about sticky webs, so even more reason to bring heavy boots into me, and that means they can't have citrus berries for Arcanine, can't have all this stuff. So yeah, and here is the speed tiers and the types that I'm good against and bad against. And our speed tiers really good. It's great speed ladder actually. I love the only speed like same speed are Kamo and Quillfish, and Kamo's maybe gonna run speed sometimes, and Quillfish is maybe gonna run some speed sometimes, but they're never gonna be max, so that's not real speed tiers. And other than that, my speed lat tiers are really good. And with webs, my Arcanine and Hoopa are gonna go crazy. And you can see our types. Our types all work well with each other. We have no real weaknesses in this team. And I just think that's awesome. Whenever this happens to my teams, I love it because that means I have no real weaknesses in the team. No type that's really good against my team. Alright, and that is the team, guys, for EDC. I think I messed that up. Is it ECD? EDC. No, it's EDC. Okay. But yeah, EDC. This is my team for EDC. This is, like I said, I'm actually 12:05 for now, and I'm running late. I have to turn this in. But other than that, guys, I really love this team, honestly. I think it's been my best drafted team, honestly. I love everything about it. It's very bulky and very offensive at the same time. And I'm very excited to use most all these Pokemon. And I will see you guys in week 1. Peace out.